In my past, I said disgusting things to people, and I am so ashamed of myself for using racist rhetoric, and I am so sorry to everyone, but especially to those in the Black community, because only you guys can forgive me.
OnlyJayus might just be the internet's most persistent content thief. While plenty of creators have been accused of copying, few have ever built an entire career on it and managed to hold on for this long. From word-for-word script theft, to recycled memes, to allegedly faking Reddit posts in a desperate attempt to prove her innocence, Jayus's downfall is one of the strangest and most drawn-out stories in TikTok history. What makes this all the more wild is how much she's managed to avoid real consequences. Not because she's innocent, but because for years, no one was paying attention. But now, her controversies have finally caught up to her. And what's been uncovered is a pattern of deception going back nearly a decade. This isn't just another TikTok creator with a few skeletons in their closet. This is someone whose entire career was built on lies. OnlyJayus, real name Isabella Avila, first started gaining traction on TikTok in 2019. She carved out a niche for herself with quick, quirky psychology facts and so-called life hacks. Her signature line, "Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them," became something of a catchphrase. She presented herself as smart, interesting, and just relatable enough to go viral. Her videos were colorful, upbeat, and packed with weird facts about the human brain. By 2020, she wasn't just popular, she was massive. Millions of followers, constant viral hits, and endless praise from fans who believed she was genuinely teaching them something. On the surface, she looked like one of the few creators using their platform to educate. But behind the scenes, Jayus wasn't researching these facts herself. She wasn't studying psychology, writing scripts, or compiling sources. What she was really doing was copying. Some of her earliest fans noticed something strange. Her videos sounded familiar, like Reddit post familiar. In fact, when users began comparing her content side by side with popular Reddit threads, the similarities were undeniable. And it wasn't just the facts. It was the specific phrasing, the anecdotes, even the jokes. All of it lifted word for word. And yet, nothing happened. She continued to grow. TikTok kept promoting her, and the handful of creators who tried to call her out were quickly drowned out by her much larger audience. That all changed when one of her videos got a little too similar to another creator's. In 2020, a TikToker named Jonathan Moss
Well, did you know that your birth month actually has a huge effect on you and the things that can happen to you in your life? Born in March are actually more likely to have asthma. And I can speak to that because my cousin, the only person born in March.
Shortly after, Jayus posted nearly the same video, same fact, same structure, same personal touch. Only now it was her sister who had asthma.
People born in March are way more likely to have asthma, and I can actually speak to this one because my little sister, the only one born in March, has asthma.
That was no coincidence. When called out, Jayus defended herself. She said it was just a coincidence that she found the same fact online. But when confronted further, she flipped the script, accusing Jonathan of stealing from her. She tweeted, "This dude has copied my content more than once, and when I call him out, he threatens me." This would become a running theme. When accused of copying, she'd either deny it, claim she saw it on Reddit, or turn around and accuse the original creator of stealing from her. But this time, it backfired. Jonathan responded by pointing out that Jayus's entire script seemed lifted from Google. In fact, many of her videos were just reworded summaries of blog posts and articles anyone could find with a 30-second search. In her response video, Jayus tried to clarify her stance on copying. "I don't own facts," she said. "Information is fair game, but blatantly copying content is not." The irony of that statement would only grow over time, because Jayus wasn't just copying facts. She was copying videos, word for word, tone for tone, cut for cut, and soon, the receipts would start flooding in. Long before TikTok, Jayus had been accused of plagiarism. On Vine, on YouTube, on Reddit, her very first YouTube video, a philosophical monologue called "God Isn't Real, but Why He Exists," was eventually discovered to be copied nearly verbatim from a post on the r/atheism subreddit.
I have absolute proof that God does not exist. This proof is absolute, but immaterial. You can't see it or measure it, but it exists. It's beyond comprehension, and thus we should not even question it. It's everywhere at all times. You just need to have faith that it's there and that it's truth. My proof is as real as any God.
Even though she credited other sources in the video's description, she conveniently left out the actual Reddit post she was clearly reading from. And it wasn't the last time she'd do this. In a video called "Is Time Travel Real?", she broke down the basics of relativity and space-time in a way that seemed unusually advanced. She even replied to a comment praising how much effort it must have taken with a love react. But the majority of that video had been lifted from a single science blog, including the example about building a rocket that could travel to the center of the Milky Way. Other videos weren't even this subtle. Her Netflix explainer was built from 3 different articles.
As of 2020, Netflix users watched an average of 3.2 hours of video per day through the service. That's 6 billion collective hours per month. Netflix is facing some seriously steep competition with new powerhouses such as Disney Plus and the soon-to-be-launched Apple TV. In 2013, Netflix required massive amounts of fast storage and fast networking for streaming. At the time, it had 100 to 150 terabytes per server, which has grown massively since then. Netflix CEO Reese Hastings stated in 2015 that users have streamed 42.5 billion hours of video through the service.
Comparitech, Forbes, and a LinkedIn post, all of them copied almost word for word. Statistics, quotes, and phrasing were identical. Even the structure matched the original articles. And yet, she gave no credit, no source, no citation. By now, you might be thinking, maybe she was just trying to summarize the articles. Maybe she was taking inspiration. But that argument falls apart when you look at her TikTok history, especially when she starts copying actual creators instead of websites. One of the most damning cases came from a creator named Yo Mick. He posted a video explaining what to do if a nuclear bomb goes off near you. Don't look at the flash, lie down face first, cover your head. The video was serious, informative, and totally original. Then Jayus posted the same video, same script, same order, same lines.
Exploded, you have to act immediately.
Boom! The bomb went off, you have to act fast.
First of all, don't look at the flash because it's going to blind you.
Don't look at the flash, it'll blind you.
If you don't have a chance to get to a shelter, your safest bet is to lay down face down and cover your head.
If you can't find shelter, your best bet is going to be to lay down on the ground, face down, covering your head.
You have to understand there's still X-rays, gamma rays, beta rays.
There's going to be X-rays, but also gamma rays and thermal rays.
They're going to be actively burning you alive.
They're going to be actively burning you.
It's not going to feel good, but you have to survive.
Which are not going to feel good.
Take the pain and run for shelter.
You have to get up, fight through the pain, and just find fucking shelter.
Word for word, bar for bar. And when called out, she said nothing. Just silence. No apology, no credit. This was the final straw for many creators. But it wasn't until she stole from a rising creator named Everyday Alex that things finally hit the mainstream. Alex posted a satirical video about how to get promoted at your job by doing the bare minimum for 6 months, then faking a life crisis to appear more dedicated. The video was darkly funny and clearly written from scratch. Jayus copied the entire thing. Same opening, same escalation. Same fake story about not being able to have kids.
6 months or whenever a new position opens up,
Start coming in early, take work home.
you're gonna come into work early, you're gonna ask to bring like work home late.
Your boss will ask you why the big change.
Your boss to come up and be like, what's up with this like sudden change?
You'll tell him that you've discovered you can't have kids.
You're gonna be like, oh, I just realized that I can't ever have children.
So you're gonna try really hard from now on.
So I really just wanna like throw myself into my work.
They will promote you without you even asking.
You guys are gonna get the job without even asking for it.
The kicker? She claimed they both got the idea from the same Reddit post. But when Alex looked for that post, It didn't exist.
OnlyJayus is a notorious content thief. Her entire account has been built on stealing.
So he issued a challenge. If Jayus can show me the Reddit post she claims we both got the idea from, I will donate $10,000 to charity.
She denied it and said this, that we both got the idea from the same Reddit post. I am offering $10,000 to charity if she can send me the Reddit post.
Jayus responded by saying she had a screenshot of the post from back in 2020. She launched a live stream, claiming she'd searched through her phone's 30,000 screenshots to find it. But when she finally did, things didn't add up. The screenshot was shown to have a resolution that only existed on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, a phone released in late 2023. Yet she claimed the screenshot was taken in March 2020, so either she time-traveled or she was lying. Spoiler, she was lying. Fans dug deeper. Using software that tracks deleted Reddit posts, they discovered that the original Reddit post Jayus claimed to be referencing had been posted just days earlier by a throwaway account named JS_YT. She had literally created the post herself, then taken a fake screenshot to use as proof. That was the moment everything unraveled.
We use software that searches Reddit for recent deleted posts and found that someone named JSYT posted the full script on a subreddit called r/badfaketexts. Obviously, she did this so she would have a real-looking chunk of text she could use in her main doctored screenshot.
The live stream was deleted. Her defenders went silent. And suddenly, people began re-examining her entire catalog, realizing just how many of her videos were copied, recycled, or completely stolen. She even faked conversations with a supposed psychology professor to explain where she got her ideas. And when asked where she'd heard a certain theory, she claimed it came from a college lecture, but no proof was ever offered. In fact, many suspected she wasn't in college at all. So, how did she survive all this? Well, she didn't. Not really. After the backlash, Jayus changed her content. She started posting videos from protests in LA, pride parades, and political events. The tone shifted from quirky science girl to social justice warrior, clearly trying to rebrand herself as a serious commentator. But the pivot didn't work. The views dried up. The comments were mostly criticism. TikTok gave her a community guidelines strike, her first ever, for hateful behavior related to one of her protest videos. She played dumb, saying she didn't know why the video was taken down. But it was filled with aggressive language, hot-button topics, and clearly designed to stir engagement. TikTok wasn't buying it, and neither was her audience. The truth is, Jayus's downfall wasn't caused by a single scandal. It was death by 1,000 cuts. Every time she copied, lied, or deflected, she chipped away at the audience's trust. And once that trust was gone, there was nothing left. Her fan base didn't leave all at once. It happened slowly, silently. But it was permanent. She no longer had a community, just a handful of holdouts and a whole lot of critics. She still posts, but the magic is gone. The virality, the respect, the sense that you're watching someone with real insight or talent. That's all disappeared. Because at the end of the day, you can only fake being smart for so long. Eventually, people figure it out. And for OnlyJayus, that moment finally came. Now she's left in a strange place, too controversial for brand deals, too distrusted for educational content, and too infamous to disappear quietly. The internet may not have officially canceled her, but it has certainly moved on. And it's hard to come back when the entire internet knows your best content was never yours to begin with.